Welcome to Box Recaps. Today, I'm going to explain the movie The Gray Man, released in the year 2022. The movie starts and we are taken to a Florida prison back in 2003. A convicted murderer, Court Gentry, is visited by Donald Fitzroy, a CIA recruiter. After going over Court's files and background, Donald offers him a job working for the Sierra program. We also learn that Gentry has been imprisoned in a murder case. Before he offers him a job, Donald tells him that he is going to be in prison until 2031. But if he is willing to work for him, he will have him out of this prison right away. Gentry is happy to take the deal and goes on to shake his hand. Donald tells him that he is about to start a new program at the CIA. This program's code is going to be Sierra. He then adds that Gentry is going to be called Sierra 6. The scene then changes and we are taken to 18 years later in Bangkok. 6 is in a bar where a girl keeps flirting with him. 6 knows that this girl also works for the CIA, so he makes his way to his safe house where he gets ready for his mission. Gentry is now an assassin in the CIA. He is tasked with taking out a target referred to as the dining cart. Aiding him is fellow assassin Danny Miranda, while superiors Denny Carmichael and Suzanne Brewer keeps an eye on him. While he is sitting at a distance trying to take a shot, the other people keep coming between him and his target. He waits for a while as he has to kill this man at any cost, because the CIA informed him that he has some vital information about the US and he plans on leaking it to the outsiders. So they have to put him down. 6 decides that he is going to go to the party and finish him off there. He crashes the party and starts taking down the security guards, but by the time he is done with the guards, his target manages to get out of there. 6 decides to follow him and even catches up to him. The two fight, and the man tells him that he very well knows who Gentry is, adding that he is called Sierra 6. Then he goes on to shock the man by telling him that he himself is Sierra 4. He adds that the CIA is sending new agents to kill their old agents. Sierra 6, however, does not care about that. He only has to kill his target. As they fight on, 6 fatally stabs 4. 4 gives 6 a necklace with a chip containing information that can bring Carmichael and his cronies down. Carmichael then makes a phone to 6 right away and asks him if he found anything on 4. He asks him if the man gave him a flash drive or something like that, but 6 tells him that he did not find anything. He keeps the flash drive safe with him and makes his way to a cafe. There, when he puts the flash drive on a PC, he goes on to learn that Carmichael himself is a traitor, as he is the one giving critical information about his own country to other countries. He receives a call from Danny, who tells him that they have to get out of this place right away, otherwise he could get caught by the police here. 6, on the other hand, knows the truth, so he decides not to go back to the US right away. He comes up with a plan of his own. He calls his old boss named Donald and tells him that he thinks Carmichael is a really bad guy. Donald tells him to hang in there, adding that he is going to conduct his own research on the man. Donald tells him that he is sending some people to have him out of there. Carmichael talks to one of his colleagues named Suzanne and expresses that he is worried about 6. He thinks 6 is hiding something from them. He suggests that they hire Lloyd Henson for this. The scene then shifts, and we see Lloyd Henson, who is trying to extract some information from a man by torturing him. Carmichael right away calls Henson and tells him that he has a mission for him. He adds that he wants him to kill Sierra 6, adding that he has something which Carmichael wants Henson to bring to him after he has killed the man. He adds that Suzanne is going to be helping him with that mission. Suzanne is now happy about it, because she, of course, hates the man. Carmichael, however, tells her that she is going to have to deal with it, as it is the result of the mistakes made by her, and if Donald gets to know about this, all of them will be done for in that case. 6, on the other hand, goes to a location that Donald told him about. There, some mercenaries are waiting for him with a plane, and he gets out of there. Carmichael then makes a phone call to Miranda and tells her to board the plane standing right behind her back. He adds that he wants to see her in Berlin. She is a little weirded out by these orders, but she has to follow them. Donald makes his way to a funeral where he sees Lloyd. It is revealed that Lloyd was kicked out of the CIA a long time ago, and now he works for the private sector. Lloyd asks Donald about Six. He also knows that Six has been helping him. When Donald refuses to tell him anything, he goes on to show him a video on his phone in which Donald sees that his niece have been kidnapped by Lloyd. Now he has no choice but to cave and do as the man demands. He right away makes a phone call to his people who picked up Six on the plane. Donald tells his man that the man they are bringing to him should be killed right away, adding that they should keep the flash drive safe with them. Six, however, senses that something is wrong, so he is ready to fight. During the fight, the plane is damaged and it explodes. Six manages to jump out of the plane without a parachute, but he manages to hold on to a man who has one. When Six lands, he right away makes a phone call to Donald and asks him what is going on. Donald tells him that Lloyd has his niece kidnapped, so he has been forced to do this. Lloyd takes the phone from Donald and tells Six that he has something that Lloyd would like to have, adding that if he gives it to him without further trouble, he might not have to kill him. Six is, however, not the one to cave in just like that. When Lloyd throws the phone out of the moving car, Donald goes on to tell him not to make the mistake of underestimating Six, as he happens to be one of the baddest dudes out there. Lloyd, however, tells him that he is going to use his full strength to find out where Six is, and he is never going to let the man rest. We then see Six on a train going to a location that is not yet revealed. The scene then shifts to 2 years back, where we see Margaret at the CIA station. Donald is also there. He tells the woman that someone has leaked his address in Hong Kong, and his family is now in danger. Donald, however, has to go to Brazil for an important mission. So Six is tasked with keeping his niece safe, the girl who has been kidnapped by Lloyd in the current situation. Donald reveals that he is the one who has looked after the girl named Claire after the death of his brother and his wife. Six goes to see Claire, who is a sweet little girl. She has a camera with her and goes on to take a photo of Six as she talks to him. The two spend some time together and get to know each other. She sees a tattoo on Six's arm and asks him where he got it from. Six tells her that he had it when he was in jail. He then goes on to tell the little girl the whole story about the tattoo. At night, when Claire is asleep, her maid is not around, and she went out for a bite. The girl gets sick suddenly, and Six notices in time that she is in critical condition. He right away takes her to a hospital, and after a while, her condition is better. And when the doctor sees that the girl is stable, she is discharged from the hospital the same night. When they get home, Claire sits on the kitchen counter to eat something, and Six is right by her side. When she finally goes to bed, a man sneaks into their house to kill Claire. Six spots the man, and after a fight, he kills the assassin. As Six kills the man, Claire can be seen in the background watching everything. The scene then shifts back to the present day. We see that Six has come to Vienna, where he sees a German man. He tells the man that he has a lot of work for him, and if he is willing to do the work, he will be a rich man. As Six goes on to offer him a buttload of money. He tells the man that he wants him to track a pacemaker that is named to Claire. The man starts working at it, and by the time Six gets fresh and changes into new clothes, the other man has done the job. Six jots down the address, and after that, the man takes a picture of Six to put it on his fake passport. While Six wants his help in getting him a new alias so he can go rescue Claire, Sosa betrays Six and drops him through a trapdoor so that he can collect the bounty on Six. Hansen and his goons arrive to get Six, but when Sosa demands his money, Hansen shoots him dead. Six sets up a trap as he fills the hole with water, setting off an explosion that takes Hansen's guys out. Six breaks out and kills the other goons before a brief fight with Hansen. Before Hansen can kill him, Six is saved by Miranda after she tranquilizes Hansen in the butt. Miranda is mad at Six, as she is already being questioned by Carmichael after the Bangkok mission. She tranks him too and puts him in a trunk. We are then taken to Croatia, where we see Hansen meet Suzanne. Suzanne is angry at him and goes on to yell at him for still not being able to catch Six. Hansen loses it and tells her to let him do his job in peace. He then goes on to add that he is her only hope for this mission, so she should keep her mouth shut. We then see that Claire is kept in a mansion in Croatia, and Donald is brought back to her. Hansen also has his team there, along with Suzanne, who chews him out for his actions. After his goons take Claire away, Hansen tortures Donald by ripping off his fingernails for info on Six, but Donald never budges. On the other hand, Six is with Miranda in her car. She goes on to tell him that she wants him to tell the CIA that Miranda is not with him in whatever his plan is. She then asks him what is so important that he has, and the CIA wants it from him. Six tells her an encrypted drive. She asks Six for that drive right away, but he tells her that he has sent it to Margaret, the retired chief of the CIA. Six and Miranda go to Margaret's home in Prague now that she is retired. Six sent her the info on the chip, and she reveals to them that it contains all of Carmichael's shady deals and abuse of power. Hansen's guys manage to track them there and send more assassins. After some gunfire, Margaret gives Six and Miranda a chance to escape. Once the assassins reach her, Margaret blows up her apartment with herself and the bad guys in there. Six and Miranda are chased through the city, leading to more gunfire, stabbings, and explosions as they kill off their pursuers. With all of his teams dead, Hansen resorts to sending his own assassin, Lone Wolf. When Six gets out of there, the police are also there waiting for him. He, however, fights off the police officers and makes a run for it. A long chase and gun battle ensues, and Six is saved by Miranda in Cahill's bulletproof car. The two infiltrate a hospital to track down Claire through the wireless signal broadcast from her pacemaker. The mercenary Lone Wolf steals the drive from them, knocking them out, and brings the drive to Hansen. Six and Miranda then get to Croatia and initiate a full-on assault against Hansen and his goons. More assassins are taken out, and Six manages to save Fitzroy and Claire. As they make their way out, Fitzroy opts to stay behind to give Six and Claire more of a chance to escape. He uses a grenade to blow himself up, along with more assassins, and Claire mourns her uncle. Meanwhile, Miranda fights Lone Wolf, and they nearly kill each other until Lone Wolf just gives her the chip, saying that he no longer wishes to work for dishonorable people like Hansen. Hansen manages to take Claire hostage and drags her into a hedge maze. We then get to see a fight between Hansen and Six as Hansen holds Claire at gunpoint. Six goes on to throw his own gun away to lure him into a physical fight, and Hansen lets go of Claire. The fight goes on and Six is beating the crap out of Hansen. Hansen realizes that Six is going to beat him to death, so he brings out his knife. He goes on to stab Six in different parts of his body several times. Six eventually manages to grab him and has him in an elbow lock when Suzanne shows up and Hansen is shot and killed by Suzanne, who tells Six that she plans to pin Carmichael's actions on Hansen in order to gain leverage over him. Furthermore, Suzanne pledges Claire's safety, but only if Six continues to work for the CIA. Six and Miranda are forced to cooperate in the cover-up, where ultimately no action is taken against Carmichael. After the debriefing at the CIA headquarters, Miranda threatens to kill Carmichael if any harm comes to Claire. Six is kept in a secure place, and upon being asked, Suzanne tells her superiors that he is in a secure place from where he could never escape. However, when they go to check in on him, it turns out that he has already escaped custody and frees Claire, who is being held at a secret location. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on that notification, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.